Hello again. Welcome to week 2 of month 2. Yay. So we're going to be again working through with our Garudra Mudra and into Garudasana. We'll add a few other things in this week. So I hope you've had a really good week and I'm very glad to be here. So let's begin again, just finding your feet. Noticing how it feels to stand on the floor and even just noticing your state in general. Like, we get to our mat never really exactly the same. And sometimes we feel lighter, sometimes we feel heavier, happier, less, like whatever it is, just noticing where you're at. And there's no right or wrong in it. We're just noticing where we're at. And then you, again, like I said last time, you can notice at the end, has something shifted? Is there something different? And is that a good or bad thing? Just noticing. So just take a moment to notice your state, to feel a breath in and out, to get a little more centered. We're going to begin again with our Garudra Mudra. Oh, and last time I said, I don't know, it feels kind of awkward. I'm going to try left over right. Right. I'm going to try switching my hands. So I'm going to switch hands, whichever way you were last week. You can maybe try it. And if it feels too awkward and you're like, then don't. But this is also good for our brains to switch the way we're crossing our energies. So I did right over left, and I guess that probably looked left over right. So you just choose what that is for you. And so just come here and now notice again. Like last time I talked about noticing what moves as you breathe. And now that your hands are here at your heart center with your wings, maybe notice as you breathe in your hands, how they move. They lift a little bit off your chest lifts, your hands lift with it. And maybe even just a little bit of tapping with your fingertips. This is always a great way to get a little more calm when you need to. And the long, slow breath out can lower your heart rate and blood pressure. So there's that when you need it. And let's just begin inhaling, arms up and reaching, interlacing fingers, pressing your palms up. Just a little bit of stretch here. Then bringing hands back down into your mudra. And one more time, lifting up and coming down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do our connecting heaven and earth. So this time, let's rub our hands together. We didn't do this last time, but just for a moment, rubbing your hands together and place them on your thighs. And if there's any energy you want to just let go out of through your fingertips, down your legs, out through your feet, into the earth that's under whatever floor you're standing on. And then bring your hands back together, and as you breathe in, just reaching up. Remember, up to the heavens, down to the earth. Just pressing, and then bringing hands back together. Other side, breathing in. Reaching up and down. And back to center. One more time each side. Inhaling. And it's such a good little side stretch here. Exhaling. One more time. And on your breath out, on this next one, we're going to fold forward. Coming down towards the ground. Letting your head drop if that is okay and comfortable for you. Maybe you'll nod no or yes. And then just notice as you breathe in and breathe out, your body really wants to just let go. One more. And then as we come up, making those figure eights, we really need this infinity figure eight energy moving through all of our energy systems. Bring it all the way out into your biofield, your aura, maybe a little bit of the back of your body. Good. And then a little bit, shake it out. Good. Inhaling, arms up. And then just opening down into cactus, a little bit of a heart opener. Just noticing how that feels. Maybe we'll come here again later to just notice if our chest and our back have loosened up at all. Inhaling up. Just reach up and over to your right. Another side stretch. And when you're here, if you like, you don't have to, but you might notice how it feels to breathe into just this side, just your left lung. It always makes me feel a little bit like I'm going to cough because we just don't do this often. Woo, breathe into that one side and then breathe out the right side. Lifting up, exhaling to your left, and same thing. Notice this side already feels tighter to me. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in. Good, coming up to center. We're going to exhale down into our chair. And like I said last time, arms can be up, but sometimes we feel more comfortable back here, more like airplane, or we like cactus, or even at your heart center. If your arms are saying no to this, then please listen and bring them to something that feels more comfortable. So we've got our arms, but you might want to find your feet and your legs first. Like I'm kind of forward too much right now. So I'm going to find my feet. I don't have to be all the way down. And I'm going to push back a little bit into my heels. And I'm going to pull in through my low belly. I'm going to bring my shoulders up and down on my back. So just really finding, even though we're now bent and not a straight long line, I still want that same energy from really pressing into the mat and the floor and coming all the way up with that strength and balance. Okay, so here at chair, and we're going to take our twist again, our long arms twist first. We're going to add in some other twists today, but this time just one more on each side. Very good. Last time. Back to center. And let's exhale forward into our forward fold. And we're going to come down into our stretching, kind of our runner's stretch. So bring your left leg back. Just drop the knee to the floor, reaching it forward. And then inhaling as you come back. Nice stretch on the back of the leg. And again, remembering that this foot is active. When it's floppy here, I get some stretch, but it kind of pulls behind my knee. You want to watch that. When it's engaged, it moves more into the part of the muscle we want to stretch. So coming forward, breathing out. Inhale. Good. One more. And as we come back here, coming into our screaming toe. It's a good thing. I promise. Even if it hurts a little, it's the hurt so good moment. So just here again, folding, reaching forward a little bit, and you can decide where you would like your arms. You can decide, do you want to stay here in this position? Or do you want to fold a little deeper forward? So find that for a breath or two. It's okay if your toes are a little wondering what the heck is wrong with you right now. Good, reaching forward. And we'll come into Anjaneyasana. So hands to your knee, reaching up if you would like. I'm going to press up and reach to one side and then the other. One of the reasons I love this stretch here or in the high lunge is because it can stretch the front of our hip without hyperextending, especially in that high lunge. This will be safe. This is safer, and it's such a good stretch. I feel like, for me it is, but also it feels safer to me. So just reaching up, bring your hands back to the mat. We're going to bring that back leg forward into our half lift, and then folding into your forward fold. And maybe you want just a little stretch here. Just noticing, what are your hips saying, your knees, everything in your legs here. Inhale the half lift. Now we're going to step the right leg back, dropping the knee and reaching forward for a moment, pressing back as we breathe out. And I just did our breath backwards. You do your breath, whichever way you would like. Just let your breath flow here on this one. We're going to do one more, moving back. Coming into our toe stretch. Okay, find where is best for you on this side. Again, it may not be the same. Maybe your arms want to be different. Where's your head going to be? One more breath. Good, reaching forward and bring hands to knee and then reaching up if you would like. Stretching on this side. Reaching side to side. Very good. Now this time let's step back to plank and then reach into downward dog. Take a moment here on our first downward dog. Maybe you're going to pedal the feet a little bit. You might just press back and hold. Notice your hands. Remember how we want our fingertips pressing in and our shoulders are not up to by our ears at all. Okay, we're going to cross left over right. So we're coming to our plank here. So we're going to come forward and back. So nice. That's such a good stretch on that leg, to that foot on the floor. One more, forward. Breathing out as you come back. Good, uncross. Now cross left over right, actually it's the other way. Press back. Just be crossing one foot over the other. Good. Notice, what is your core doing? Is it engaged? Are your muscles working and active? Good. One more. Press back, uncross. And we're just gonna, for a moment, this time, like we did these last month, but just a few push-ups here for our arms, just half. Your knees coming down. If you want to stay in a full plank, that's awesome too. And just bending forward, where elbows are at our sides, not out at all. So these are triceps. So press up. Let's do two more. You're gonna breathing out as you press. Good. One more. Good. Lift it up. Press back. Downward dog. We're gonna bring left leg forward, right leg half lift, and forward fold. Let's inhale all the way up to standing. Reaching up. Exhale down into your Garita Mudra. And just feeling a breath in and out. Good. Okay, inhale up. We're coming back into our chair pose. We're going to repeat right here. Good. Now this time we're going to, instead of our long, just reaching back, we're going to come into a more full twist. So twisting to your right. So here, my left elbow coming onto my right leg. And this knee's kind of trying to come forward. So you listen to what is right for you. And I'm looking at more pulling my hips to be even, which usually will even out my knees, but maybe not, and that's okay. So listen to what is the most healthy for your body. You can be palms flat. You could be a palm and a fist. You could be here. Just notice what's right for you. And again, I'm not shoulders up to my ears. They're pressing back and down. So maybe just another breath here. Beautiful. Coming back up to standing. Exhaling back into Utkatasana. And then we're moving to the other side. And you may not, again, if you would rather stay up here, stay up here. If you don't want your elbow all the way down. onto your leg, pressing whichever position you have for your hands. Beautiful. Reaching up and step it out to our star. We didn't do our star the first time. We're going to add it in this time. So we're going to do our opening and closing. Remember, we're being like Garyuda. We're remembering our sparkle, our divinity. Then we're going to step in and we're going to know, okay, this moment, I'm going to get a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to get bigger. Good. 1. Now last 1, 2. Beautiful. Reach. So lovely. Good. Bring it back into center. Good. We're going back down to the floor. So let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Very good. I'm going to turn this way for you a little bit. Good. We're going to reach. Just kidding. I'm not. Sorry. We're going to fold forward and we're going to reach right leg back, front leg forward. Okay. So to begin with, we'll just open up into a twist. Low lunge twist. And then really root down and plant through the front foot. And we're going to inhale up into our twisted lunge. Okay, again with the long, straight arms. I'm going to turn this backhand like I mentioned last time because that's more comfortable for my shoulder. And then reach it up. Stretch it over. And the other side. Good. Bring hands down to heart center. Now here, if you remember last time, we came into our eagle arms. So we're going to inhale our arms up and bring right arm under left. And you notice, where is this most comfortable for you? I'm going to inhale my elbows up a little bit, really working through the back of my shoulders, using that instead of the front of my shoulders muscles. And I'm going to exhale as I fold forward. Inhale up. Very good. Exhale forward. And inhale up. Woo, and out into star. Here we are. Sparkle your fingers. Okay, we're doing this a little bit different than last week. We're going to turn out to goddess pose. And instead of coming here, we're going to come back to our eagle arms. And we're going to do some circles. And I love this for our waist and all of these muscles moving through our back. So bring your arms up. We're going to come back to right arm under left. So find your version again here. And as we circle, you might decide you want to kind of move around with your hand placement and your shoulders. So I'm here now, but I might decide I'm going to be a little bit more in the center instead of higher up. I'm going to stay mid right here. So you're here and really noticing your legs, your low belly, your back. Find your balance and find that strength. And the freedom comes through finding the balance and the strength with it, which is amazing. So coming back to eagle arms, and we're going to circle to our right. So we'll do 4 circles. Remember to breathe. We're not holding our breath. And just notice, where do you feel this? I love it. Feels so good. Beautiful. Back to center. Reaching up into your star. Exhale, forward fold. Very good. So we're in our wide-legged stance here. And just like last time, we're going to walk our hands forward into this form of downward dog. And now you've done it before last week, so just see, maybe you're a little more comfortable in it than you were the first time you did it. Really press your hands in so they're kind of pressing and pulling. My feet are really rooted. My hips compress back. And then just gently walk your hands back and through behind your legs. So another version. And notice how the stretch maybe changes. Walking back to center. And we're going to walk over to our other leg. And we're going to do this again on the other side. So we're going to start with our reaching open into our low lunge twist. And feel how this back heel is pressing back towards the wall. And then notice, make sure this front foot is really rooted as we come up into our high lunge twist. Okay? These arms really reaching. How far can you reach your fingertips from one wall to the next? Back up to center. Oh, reach it up and over. And maybe just notice, like what I was saying before, as your heel presses back and you're reaching forward, how this is stretching, but it's not going to be able to overstretch forward, which is such a great thing. So we're reaching up. Okay, we're coming back to our eagle arms. So we're going to come left, or nope, I was wrong. Yes, that's left. Left under right. So notice here, where is it comfortable for you on this side? And if you like, inhaling elbows up a little and exhaling forward. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. Right there. A little more stretch through your arms and then open it up into star. Yay. Okay, turn the feet out. Here we go. Back into our eagle goddess, which is amazing. So back into left under right. So find where that is for you. We're going to move left now. So again, 4 circles. Remember your breath. You might breathe out as you come forward. 2 more. Beautiful. Good, and bring it up. Reach it up. Strain it out into your star. Exhale, hands to your heart. And here, you can walk your feet in or hop them together. Very good. Let's come back to our Garya Mudra. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. We're going to come back to our chair pose. I'm going to turn this way though, because we're going to add a lunge to our twist. So,
Rebecca, will you fix the shirt over the?
Oh,
yeah. So
thank you.
face us again and then
Okay.
say I'm going to turn.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we're coming back to chair. I'm going to turn this way because when we go to our twist this time, we're going to add a lunge. So take it as it works for you because it's a lot. We're going to hope that I find my balance and don't lose it. Okay, so let's inhale, arms up, and you can sit back into your chair. So lovely. And then we're going to twist to our right. So just coming down with the elbow again onto your thigh if you like, or if you'd rather not, maybe just go here. Maybe you want to open. Take it to where that feels the best for you. And I'm going to move my hip back a little bit, just feeling one breath in and one breath out. Okay, now our left leg, we're going to bring our weight into the leg we're twisting to. And we're bringing the other leg, we're going to lift the heel first. That might be where you want to stay. Maybe you want to stay here. And I'm going to press that leg back. Ooh. Yeah. Into this lunging twist. Oh, wow. Notice, where do you feel that? In each leg, especially the front leg and your shoulders. I just noticed I was tightening up here in my upper shoulder and neck. I'm going to release that. Beautiful. Inhale all the way up. Back to high lunge. Exhale your hands to your mat. Step it back. Woo, let's drop our knees. And let's do 3 of our little push-ups here. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Downward dog. Oh, just feel a breath or 2 here. And if you decide that child's pose is the best for you, then do that, please. Very good. And then just step one foot and then the other foot forward. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathing all the way up. Stretch if you like. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna do the other side. Okay, so we're gonna inhale, arms back up, and we're gonna sit back into our chair. Find your footing and your strength and your balance there. Palms together, and we're gonna twist to our left and find where that is. And I always am working through here my middle to make sure I'm not too tight and that I can open up a little bit through there. You can move you like this. Right hip back a little. Notice your shoulders. Are they scrunching up or can they move back and down a little bit? Okay, bring your weight into that left foot. Lift the right heel. And as you are ready, step it back into your lunge. Beautiful. Notice, is there anything different on this side? Where do you feel it on this side? Breathing in and breathing out. And on your next breath in, inhale back up to lunge. Maybe you stretch a little bit. Good. Bring your hands back to the floor. Stepping back to plank. Lower the knees and just 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Pressing back into our downward dog. Good. And let's actually bring knees to the floor. And let's everybody just come into a child's pose just for a minute. Or less than a minute. Just feel maybe 3 breaths here. And again, noticing, can you bring some breath here into the back of your lungs? Just letting your head rest. One more breath. So good. Okay, press it up. And let's come up to standing. Into a half lift. Forward fold. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale down into your Gardha Mudra. And we're going to come into our Garudasana. Okay, so let's get ready. Let's get our feet ready. Our arms. Maybe you want to stretch your feet out a tiny bit. And your shoulders, your arms. Okay, we'll start on our right. Standing on our right foot. And we'll cross our left over. So remember, we're going to cross right at the very top. As much as we can. The top of our legs. So find that. And then decide what's your foot doing on this left leg. Okay. Whew. I moved myself out of balance. That's okay. Good. So find, is it going to be wrapped? Is it going to be next to your lower leg? Do your toes want to have a little bit extra balance or rest on the floor? Just find that. It's all right and it's all good. So then let's inhale our arms up. Exhaling right and our left. So find that again. Is it backs of hands? Palms, fingers. Beautiful. Okay, if you like inhaling up gently, exhaling forward. Getting a little bit of our core work in. We got one more. Folding forward. Good, bringing it up. Breathe in. And reaching out here with your wings and stretch your foot back. You can just lower it to the floor if you like, or you can stay here for a moment. Make sure your foot is active. Floppy foot means hard to stand. So press it back. Good, your belly's gonna pull in. Letting your arms can be out to the side, but again, they can be back here in airplane. Out here is gonna be probably the most intense. Sometimes I like to switch them, one out, one back. Good, one more breath. This leg is probably talking to you loudly. Good. Bring it up. Bring that knee up. And just hold here for a moment. Oh, stand as tall as you can. Yay. Maybe a few circles. And then place it down next to your other foot. Whoo! Let's stretch that standing foot. You can leave it open toes, fold them over, circles. What is your foot asking you for? Good. Okay, other side. Here we go. So now we're planting on the left. So find your footing there. Find the floor and the mat beneath you. And again, also, we're not locking in that knee. We've always got that little micro bend, and we've got even more than a micro bend when we come all the way into it. But just remember that we're standing tall but not locked. So find the little bend, cross at the very top. Very good. I can wrap this side a little better. That's nice. Okay, just notice what is needed on this side for your legs and your feet. And then inhale, arms up. Your hips press back a little bit. Just notice what's right for you. And then we're going to cross left arm under right. Beautiful. Find your arm position. Inhaling up if that's where you're going today. Exhale forward. 2 more. Last one. Reach it forward. Inhaling up. Unwind. And let's reach that leg back behind us. Very good. Notice your full wingspan. It's beautiful. If you want to bring your arms into a different position, please do. Maybe take just 1 second to notice that if this isn't where you're staying. Notice how strong this leg is that you're standing on. Your balance is amazing, whatever it is. And notice, can you find or feel freedom in this pose? Inhale, bring the knee up. You can hold here without holding, or bring the hands around the front of your knee. Maybe circles, but get standing tall. Woo! The wind's blowing up here in my tree. Ah, yeah, okay, it's fine. But just notice your shoulders coming back, your chest opening. Beautiful, set that foot down. Okay, let's stretch the toes on this other side that we just stood on. So good. Let's inhale our arms up. Exhale down into Garita Mudra. 1 breath. We're going to come down to our mats. Do this on our back, and we're going to add in some extra stretching today that I'm very excited about. Good. So let's just exhale forward. Coming down onto your mat. Sorry. Okay, onto your back. Woo. Maybe take a moment there. Just let your feet on the floor, wherever your arms want to go. And just fill a breath in and fill a breath out. How amazing you are. How hard you're working. It's wonderful. Okay, and we're going to go back into our eagle pose. Now here on our backs in a different plane. Let's start left over right this time. Notice, where does that top foot want to go? Bring arms up, right under left. And then as you inhale, reach arms back, feet forward, and then exhale, lifting and crunching. 2 more. Good. Breathing out as you come forward. Good, and then reach and stretch. What wants to sparkle here? Very good. Letting your feet and your hands rest, connect with the earth. Good, other side. So now right leg crossing over. And yes, left arm under. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's reach and come forward. And reach. Last one. Very good. Okay. Let your hands and feet rest again. And I realized I forgot to tell everyone at the beginning that we're going to use a strap. So, if you need to, you can pause and go get a strap, or if you have an exercise band, I have a yoga strap. So if you've got one of those handy or something, even a towel, a blanket, anything that you can put around your foot. We're going to be coming into this position here. And you don't need a big loop. You can have the loop, or a lot of times I just wrap it here. So find what you have at home. And we're going to do what I call flossing, as I was taught many years ago. It's one of my favorite stretches, and I don't do it like I should, because I know when we do this every day or regularly, it is so amazing for our legs, our hips, everything, keeping just the muscles, the fascia, the joints, everything more open and lubricated. It's wonderful. So we're going to do that for a few minutes. So we'll start on our right leg. So when you use the strap here, you're not going to be placing it like on your arch in the middle. It's right here, kind of the ball of the foot, like at the bottom of it. So you're not at your toes and you're not at the arch, just right there across the ball of your foot. And it's so great to have the strap because now I can lift my leg up straight where I maybe wouldn't have before. And if you feel your muscles trembling inside, that's fine. Mine are kind of going back and forth. And when we come into this full stretch, that sometimes happens because we're building muscle. So this other leg over here, you can have your knee bent with foot on the floor like mine is now, or you can lengthen it. And I sometimes go back and forth between the two. And it will depend on what this leg is kind of dictating. So as we're here, our foot is working into our strap. So again, we're not closing kind of floppy, and your arms should be working here too, which is great. So my foot is active and working, kind of pressing into the strap. And to begin with, I'm just going to use my arms to pull that leg towards me. And this is where the shaking begins. Trembling happens as we ask a little more. But this should not be pain. I can feel it, and it's not like the most comfortable thing, but it's stretching and it kind of hurts so good. But if it's a pinching or a pulling here or here, then come out of it a little bit. So I'm just going to where I know that's okay for me and that's safe for me right there. And you just breathe into it and out. And when you're doing this at home at other times, you can take as much time as you want on each leg and in each position. So then we're going to take the strap into the same leg and hand. And actually I'm going to do opposite, because I'm going to use this hand to prop this leg. So usually I lengthen out my other leg. But now I'm going to hold, I'm going to make a little tripod for my leg, my arm. And my opposite hand is holding, and I'm still pressing into my strap, and I'm pulling my foot back a little bit. My toes are coming towards my head, not to my head, the direction of my head. And you're going to lower and pull wherever that is for you. You should not feel a pinching and a pulling that is painful in your groin muscles or your inner thigh muscles. So I'm just doing this where it's a stretch that feels helpful. And again, you gotta breathe. That might seem weird. You're gonna take some breath and awareness into your muscles that are stretching. Your foot is working. Good, and then you can bring that up. And our last one, we're gonna reach it over. So I always kind of move my thighs a little bit. And I lower down my opposite, but I like to use that same. And then I use my opposite hand now. This is usually the one that's the most, as we stretch through. It gets some of your inner thigh, your IT band. Really press your foot to where you can. And then just stay as high or as low while pulling just a tiny bit towards your head. But really pay attention to this. That again, it's not a painful, harmful sensation. That it might just be whoa, I need to do this more often feeling. Make sure and breathe in and out. Come back. I usually have to bend my leg there. Beautiful. Come back to center. And I'm going to remove the strap. And I'm just going to point and flex a little. And some circles both ways. And then last thing, we're just going to come into our figure 4, just crossing that right ankle over left above the knee. Just reach through and just, so now my right elbow is pressing to my right knee, but they're just pressing to each other, helping each other. And both feet are active. And you can just take that to where it's comfortable for you. Breathing in and out. And again, at other times you can just stay here for longer. Stay here for a couple of minutes. And then if you like, you can just cross your legs a little bit like eagle and just come into a twist. So now I'm reaching towards the left with my legs and the right with my arm. And again, you also can do this where you try and breathe into one side. Again, it's a very different breath when we're compressed like this. Good. Bring it back up. Placing your right foot on the floor. And actually, let's just tap our feet for a second. Beautiful. Maybe shake out that leg. Good. Okay, other side. Bring your strap. Again, just there on the ball of your foot. And just straighten out. Just notice how that feels. It may feel different than the other side. And then just pull it towards you. So now your toes are reaching towards the back and your head a little bit behind you. Press up into the strap. Embrace the trembling if it's there. Good. Just breathing. Now we're going to open out to this side. So again, pressing into the strap, and I'm using, let's see, a little bit different on this side. Just pulling again the toes a little bit in the direction of my head. And you don't have to have your hands in the same way. You can do this however that works best for you. Breathing in and out. And maybe on your next breath out, just draw that leg up. And we're going to reach over. Again, noticing. It might be different on this side. Again, this can be really tender on this position on the outside of the leg and the hips. Even maybe the inside. So just pull it towards you where it's going to be, but not, that is going to cause me a problem. Breathing in and breathing out. When we get into a stretch like this, sometimes we tend to hold our breath because it's uncomfortable. You've got to keep breathing, especially that long, slow breath out. Good. Inhale, bring it up. And then release the strap. Your circles, pointing and flexing. You might notice, wow, I don't ever stretch up here like this. And your calf or your shin might feel it. Good. And then bending the right one. Let's cross that left ankle over above the knee. And again, it really helps to use your elbow and knee together to stretch this left side. And just pull a little bit. Say thank you. I love you. Because our hips are amazing. Very good. Then if you like, you can cross, or you can just put your knees together and drop. And you don't have to look the opposite way. It just adds a little more intensity. So you decide where that's going to be the right stretch for you. Good. Bring it back up. Maybe lengthen that for a moment. Good. And if you like windshield wipers, just now maybe notice, tap your feet, fingers. And if there's any other stretch now that you're feeling like you need before you come into Shavasana, just take that stretch. If you would like Garita for another moment. It is different when we're laying down as we hold our hearts. You can feel your wings that are on your back, your wings across your chest, and just feeling the breath in, feeling the breath out. Just noticing, maybe you're gonna shake your shoulders or your hips a little bit. But becoming aware again, like we did last week, of your whole back of your body now connecting with your mat, with the earth. And noticing again as you breathe in what moves. And as you breathe out, what moves. So noticing for a few breaths. What you're feeling now, maybe as compared to where you started. Just noticing until you feel that it's time to just let go. Let the breath come in and out however it would like to. There's nothing to do. Nothing that has to be. You just get to be present or not present. Beginning to deepen your breath. Maybe just a little bit of stretching through the fingers, the toes and feet. And reaching from end to end, taking up space. As always, if you would like to stay where you are, please do. Otherwise, if you're going to come back with me, just maybe drawing your knees into your chest. Noticing that safe comfort feeling as you draw into a ball and just feel your belly and your legs touching, pressing on one another. Maybe rocking side to side. And as you are ready, rolling onto one side, always giving yourself a little bit of a few moments to come back, noticing your breath, feeling your breath, connecting with the earth, saying thank you, I love you. Maybe this time noticing the quality of your breath. Is it different than when you began? Is there more space for you? As you are ready, coming back up to a seated position. If you like, just bring your palms together, just rubbing one against the other, creating some warmth, activation, maybe even just noticing you are creating something. What is it between your palms? You're also creating a sound of yours, maybe noticing one ear, then the other ear. And you can stay there if you like. Just bring your palms cupping over your eyes. And you're going to keep your fingers pretty close together to block out the light. And then just gently open your eyes into your palms. You don't even have to be open all the way. It's just a very gentle open, very gentle gaze. And letting your eyes receive the warmth and the energy you've just created between the palms. When we do this, our eyes get to be open and resting at the same time. There's no stimulation coming in. Just taking in that light you've created between your palms, even though it's kind of dark in here. That warmth is light. Breathing it in. Taking it in through your eyes. Into your body. And if you like, closing your eyes, bringing your palms back together. And letting your palms land in Garita Mudra at your chest. Thank you again for being with me today, for practicing, noticing, and again, just being here and giving yourself time and space. Again, this thought of balance and strength and freedom. Maybe noticing now is something different than it was before when we started. How will you, take this into your next week? If you like, hands in Anjali Mudra prayer at your heart center. And namaste.